kasih telah hadir di workshop Max Trading ini. Sebentar lagi kita akan dengarkan pakar sahamnya dan penjelasin Pak Ferry Wijaya. Beliau sudah 15 tahun trading dan saham, komoditi, indeks, maupun yang lain. Pengalamannya sih sudah 15 tahun, jadi kita belajar di workshopnya. Kenapa dia berani menjamin biaya workshop yang dia jamin untuk kembali, karena pengalamannya itu yang sudah belajar. Terima kasih. Dan di sini kalau boleh tahu yang sudah pernah main saham siapa aja? Di lokal atau internasional siapa aja yang sudah pernah? Ya, karena saya masih lokal. Oh iya. Jadi lokal juga? Iya lokal. Yang lain gimana? Lokal juga? Ya. Jadi udah ada gambaran ya. Ini, kalau ini kan lebih internasional. Ya kan? Jadi mainnya pasti yang saham-saham internasional, Nasdaq, Facebook, Amazon, yang Tesla. Jadi kita coba belajar bersama. Saya juga salah satu member juga di sini. Jadi saya juga banyak belajar. Ternyata memang ada ilmunya gitu. Filosofi ada ilmunya. Kalau kita tanpa ilmu pasti kita nggak tahu. Tapi kalau ada ilmunya kita belajar pasti bisa. Misalkan kita mau belajar. Bapak Ferry Wijaya ini punya istri 1, anak 2. Dia mendirikan Max Trading untuk workshop ini. Ya, jadi kita bisa belajar dari sini. Itu kami persilakan Pak Ferry Wijayanya. Silakan Pak. Ini Pak Wijaya.
Oke, selamat siang semua.
Ya, Pak.
I felt alone. And worse, it was my fault. I wondered if I was just wrong, an imposter, a 22-year-old kid who had no idea how things actually worked. Now, years later, I understand that is how things work when there's no sense of higher purpose. So it's up to all of us to create it so we can all keep moving forward together. One of my favorite stories is when JFK went to go visit the NASA Space Center and he saw a janitor holding a broom and he asked him what he was doing, and the janitor replied, "Mr. President, I'm helping put a man on the moon." Purpose is that feeling that you are a part of something bigger than yourself, that you are needed, and that you have something better ahead to work for. Purpose is what creates true happiness.
You know, there are American heroes who don't like this idea. Neil Armstrong, Gene Cernan have both testified against commercial spaceflight in the way that you're developing it, and I wonder what you think of that.
I was very sad to see that, because those guys are, those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough. You know, I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here. And I think that would change their mind.
They inspired you to do this, didn't they?
Yes.
And to see them casting stones in your direction.
It's difficult.
Did you expect them to cheer you on?
So they're hoping they would.
What are you trying to prove to them?
What I'm trying to do is to make a significant difference in spaceflight and help make spaceflight accessible to...
You need to be nimble and robust. So you need to be able to take a punch, and you also need to be quick and innovative and doing new things at a high speed. That's the best defense against the future. And you have to always be leaning into the future. If you're leaning away from the future is going to win every time. Never, ever, ever lean away from the future. We all have adversity in our lives. You know, if you know somebody, any friend or anybody that you talk to, there's no lack of adversity. And by the way, that's good, because it's what teaches us how to get back up. You fall down, you get back up. It always happens. And you know, you get certain gifts in life and you want to take advantage of those.
If you want to be successful, learn from the other people's mistakes. Don't learn from the successful stories. Learn from the mistakes, the other people. No matter how smart you are, you will encounter these mistakes. You learn from mistakes not because you will be able to avoid mistakes. You will able to, when these mistakes come, this suffer comes, you know how to deal with it, how to face it. The book I want to write is Alibaba 1001 Mistakes. This is the most treasurable things that in my life. In my life, it's not how much we achieved, it is how much we go through the tough days.
Hey, the guy you see next to me is the world's youngest billionaire, and he's not even 30.
Hi, I'm Ritesh Agarwal. I'm 26 years old.
And this guy doesn't come from New York, doesn't come from California, doesn't come from Sweden. He comes from here, Rayagada, India, a city where most people make no more than $10 a day. For the first time ever, I want to share with you the incredible success story of the world's youngest billionaire. Ritesh grew up poor, and for 18 years he struggled. He didn't go to university and he had no career.
At that point of time, I felt this was the toughest period I was ever gonna endure in my life.
At some point, he was kicked out of his apartment with 50 cents in his bank account. So how the hell do you become a billionaire?
Money is not what I ever cared about. It is always about solving real problems for me.
And so he did. He noticed that a nearby hotel was empty a lot of the time, and the owner wasn't making much money. So he went to the owner and took the biggest risk of his life. He promised to make his hotel better. He changed the light bulbs. He changed the beds. He added water. He put picture frames. He put room service. And he took nice pictures of the hotel and put them on the internet and changed the name and called it Oyo Hotel. All of a sudden, the hotel went from empty to full, and it worked.
First hotel is always the hardest. When I was able to change one hotel, I was pretty sure I could change hundreds.
At age 20, he raised money from investors. At age 21, he hired 50 people. At age 22, he had 500 hotels. At age 24, he raised $1 billion. And at age 26, right now, he has 43,000 hotels and built the second largest hotel chain in the world. And he's not even 30 years old.
Many people told me multiple times, go to university, seek help from parents to make sure that you can do that. This is just not going to work.
That's crazy. Think about this for a second. A random kid in a poor city in India with 50 cents in his bank account became the world's youngest billionaire in 6 years and helped 350,000 people get jobs. This isn't just luck. This is the definition of hard work. He worked at night. He worked on weekends. He knocked on doors. He guessed people's emails. He begged to get meetings. And he succeeded even when all the odds were stacked against people that looked like him.
But I do believe in luck. I believe if you work hard, your probability of being lucky increases dramatically.
When you don't let your nationality, ethnicity, age, university background, family status, or gender come in the way, you will achieve greatness. Dear Indonesia, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, try to share it with your friends. I think they would like it too. Also, please follow this page because it's very important that we reach everybody in Indonesia with this message. Thank you so much and see you tomorrow.